People are terrified of him, and he doesn't have the ball, and he can't score. He does not have the basketball in his hand, and people are terrified.
I remember watching it, bro, and I was like, yo, he was absurd to watch. And then I played against him, I was like, he's different, bro.
He's different, bro.
The ball is not the problem with Steph Curry. He's the fucking problem. Steph is most dangerous when he doesn't have the ball.
These NBA superstars all know that Steph Curry is built different. But just what exactly makes him different? It is clear-cut with the others. We know Shaq was different, so much so, the league came up with the Hack-a-Shaq. The same happened with Jordan and the Jordan rules. But with Steph, it's not obvious. Most people think his greatest power is his shooting. But what if I told you that's not what it is? And what if I told you that Steph is one of the greatest screeners in league history? Let's start with the numbers. Curry's teammates generally shoot 18% more shots at the rim when he's on the floor. This is Steph's gravity at work. But let's really simplify what that means before we go further. Gravity in basketball is basically how many defenders a player attracts to himself, and it's not something new. Michael Jordan had gravity because defenders were terrified of letting him attack one-on-one, because everyone knows you just can't stop MJ one-on-one. LeBron James has gravity too because once he gets downhill, every defender knows they have to have help or they're about to end up on a poster. Lots of players had that pull, but the reason it was popularized around Steph is because how different his kind of gravity was. You see, every NBA legend or GOAT who ever existed pulls defenders to themselves only when they have the ball. But Steph took that to a level that breaks our normal understanding of the game. Here's how King James explained it.
I had Steph in transition, and Steph cuts back door, and I'm body on body. I didn't fucking look at the ball the whole time. And I know that goes against every coach. Ball, you basket, see the ball, the ball is the problem. The ball is not the problem with Steph Curry. He's the fucking problem. Steph is most dangerous when he doesn't have the ball, which is not many guys all time in our league that's most dangerous without the ball.
LeBron James has spent more than 2 decades forcing defenses to completely change their game plans. But Steph came and changed how a superstar forces defenders to change their game plans.
You have to guard him as well on the ball as you do off. Like once he gets off the ball, you're probably more scared of him off the ball than you are on.
While superstars worked hard to improve their bag so they can do more with the ball, Steph completely flips the script. And this isn't just something players feel anymore. The NBA actually tracks it.
Steph being at 20.3, what that means is that his gravity is about 20% better than the league average.
That statistic measures how much extra defensive attention a player receives compared to what would normally be expected. Obviously, Steph is number 1 on the list, but that's not where it ends. Because Steph's off-ball gravity measured 28.6, which was 9.4 points higher than second place, held by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. In other words, the gap between Steph and the second best off-ball gravity player was almost as impressive as the gap between second place and the rest of the league. This is a part of what NBA superstars mean when they say Steph is built different. But you can't really get the difference if we don't talk about how the other legends impacted the game too. Michael Jordan and LeBron James absolutely changed basketball. There is no debate there. Jordan made defenders fear isolation. If he caught the ball on the wing, everyone knew what was coming, and double teams arrived. Entire game plans revolved around keeping him out of the paint or forcing difficult mid-range shots. In one of the most physical eras the league has ever seen, Jordan still found ways to score while playing iso ball. For LeBron, his approach was different. The moment he turned the corner and attacked the rim, defenses collapsed. This created lobs, corner threes, and easy layups for teammates. His passing punished every help defender who made the wrong decision. Players like J.R. Smith, Tristan Thompson, Kevin Love, and Anthony Davis all benefited from this. Both players demanded enormous defensive attention, and most importantly, they adapted to what was necessary to dominate their era. But here's where Steph Curry becomes different, and wait until you hear what Jimmy Butler calls what Steph does. But first, the thing that separates Curry is that with or without the ball, you cannot rest. In classic Draymond Green style, he puts it bluntly.
We see Steph get guarded differently than anyone in the NBA. You know, you're talking people grabbing him, holding him, sending 2 or 3 people at him. No one draws that type of attention in the NBA when they don't have the ball. There's no one else in NBA history that they run through the paint and the whole defense shift, and this guy doesn't have the ball.
Now this might sound like he's doing too much because he's a teammate, but when you actually watch the game, it's all there. Jimmy Butler called this organized chaos.
That organized chaos that he creates, it's a great thing for our team. But there's only one player that can do that, and he wears number 30.
Organized chaos. Those 2 words perfectly explain why defending Steph feels so different. And although the results might not be obvious at first, it's all there. For instance, across multiple seasons, Curry's teammates attempted 18% more shots at the rim whenever he was on the floor compared to when he sat. Their field goal percentage at the rim also increased by 5%, simply because Curry was sharing the court with them. During the 2016 season without Klay Thompson, nearly 48% of Warriors' teammates' shots came at the rim. What's more, less than 10 teams have reached 40% this century. All this happened as Curry pulled defenders away because they didn't want him to shoot. And yet, he still managed to set the record for 402 threes made. That's just crazy. But you probably think it's not as crazy as calling Steph Curry one of the greatest screeners in NBA history. So, let me explain. When you talk about the greatest screeners in NBA history, you'll usually hear names like Kevin Garnett, Steven Adams, or even Draymond Green. It's just something that's known as the job of a big man. But while Steph's not as big, he's built different. You see, the purpose of a screen is to free the ball handler. Naturally, we thought the only way to do this was to be big and get physical. But Steph changed all that. During the Warriors dynasty, Curry paranoia was so real that defenders were leaving the greatest scorer in the league wide open. Today, everybody is talking about how to set screens with gravity instead of physicality, and even the WNBA is in on it. Paige Bueckers led the WNBA in off-ball gravity previously, and when someone asked how she creates that kind of attention, this is what she said.
If you watch Steph Curry, he's probably the best screener in the NBA, and he has the best gravity in the NBA, so to sort of mimic after him and his off-ball movements, his off-ball screening, and his selflessness is something that I've actually learned from a lot.
A lot of times, Steph Curry doesn't record high assists, and yet everybody watching knows who actually created the basket. And that's just how different he is, because some of Curry's biggest offensive plays never appear anywhere in the box score. Most times, they appear like this.
Off the ball, Van Vliet being very physical. And the Warriors into the season series against Golden State. Full wide open, and down it goes.
Many times, you'll see defenders pointing at Curry, while another Warrior is literally standing alone underneath the basket. Other times, you'll see a fake screen from Curry that creates enough hesitation to break an entire defensive rotation. NBA players see it all happen in real time, and can't help but admit to how different it is going up against him because he is truly him. I mean, if you ask Jrue Holiday, he'll tell you Curry was the alien before the alien we know today.
Steph,
he's on a different planet right now.
He's an alien. I don't understand.
Indeed, it's hard to understand all that Steph Curry does on the court. You can't even tell which is more dangerous, The three-point shot or the gravity? I mean, for someone like Buddy Hield, it's not even really a three-point shot.
Being on this team, every time he shoots, it feels like it's like a windmill 360 dunk because the whole gym just erupts, and that's what they come to see him do. And when we go on runs, his three-pointers feels like 9-point plays because it's that affecting on the whole crowd.
Normally, we call this a Curry-Flurry because once he gets hot, nothing can stop him. The Celtics experienced this during the Warriors' 2022 title run, and some people haven't been able to forget what that felt like.
I remember watching it, bro, and I was like, yo, he was absurd to watch. And then I played against him, I was like, he's different, bro.
He's different, bro.
But Steph Curry is the most impactful player on a team in the league.
Because the gravity.
Bro,
the gravity.
You have to go on him as well on the ball as you do off.
Yes, the gravity is something else, and so is his shooting. And together, these two separate Curry from any basketball player ever. He might not be the GOAT, but he's different. Michael Jordan made you fear isolation and became the alpha ISO player even in a physical era. LeBron James took things further, terrorizing the NBA whenever he was driving the ball. These legends transformed basketball and took it to the next level. However, Steph Curry just made you fear an empty space. So now it's your turn. Which of these legends has the most unique impact on the game? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments. And if you want to see even more proof of how Steph changed basketball forever, watch NBA players say Steph Curry's first Olympics was better than MJ's final shot,